is a good miniature giant space hamster, eh? You are, Boo!
Minsc the Ranger is a man of many talents, including the ability to speak the language of miniature giant space hamsters fluently. It was believed that Minsc had suffered significant head trauma sometime in his past. It was not known what his mental capacities were before that, but he mentioned that it happened around the time he befriended Boo, his pet and companion. When asked about his past, Minsc proudly announces that he is a berserker warrior from the nation of Rashomon. During Baldur's Gate 1, he was undertaking his Dejama, a ritual journey to manhood, and sought adventure and glory in battle. It was also his honor to be the bodyguard of a young Witchelon of Rashomon named Dinahir, and if anyone tried to harm her, he would beat sense into their heads until they reconsidered. He was unsure as to why she took them to the Sword Coast, but his loyalty was unquestioning. He hoped to be accepted into the Ice Dragon Berserker Lodge upon return to their homeland. The protagonist of BG1 would find Minsc in the small town of Nashkel, and the Ranger would play a critical role during the Balspawn crisis that formed the narrative of Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. He was originally looking for heroes to help him save his charge, Dinahir, who had been captured by gnolls. Minsc and Dinahir later formed an adventuring party along with Immerwin, Jaheira and Khalid. Following the defeat of the Balspawn, Saravok and Chev, Minsc was imprisoned by the elf wizard John Irenicus, an event which resulted in the death of Dinahir.
Go for the eyes, Boo! Go for the eyes! Rask!
It's not entirely known what happened to Minsc. After the events of Throne of Ball, he returned to Rashomon, hoping to regale the Ice Dragon Berserker Lodge with the tales of his deeds and earn a place within its hallowed halls. His words were not needed. Every tavern in Faerun had a bard singing of the valiant ranger, and he was welcomed as a hero. Eventually he formed his own adventuring company, the Justice Fist, striking fear into the hearts of evil. One day, he just disappeared. Following his disappearance, in Baldur's Gate City, a statue of a powerful warrior in plate mail and cradling a hamster in his hands would appear and become one of the city's most cherished landmarks for many years. Unknown to its visitors, it was Minsc and Boo under the effects of petrifying magic. Ironically, during this time, a group of thieves would begin stealing the hands of statues in Baldur's Gate, including that of the warrior with the hamster cupped in its palms. Thankfully, it was restored. On a fortuitous day, Delina, a wild mage moon elf, was fighting some gargoyles near the vicinity of the statue when her wild surge released Minsc and Boo. This would begin another journey for the butt-kicking pair, involving vampires, werewolves, ice giants, and white dragons. While fighting ice giants in Svartborg, Boo would accidentally drink a potion of growth and become a miniature giant-sized hamster. You don't see one of those too often. Miniature giant space hamsters are real. They are cute but brown bear-sized rodents with thick fur, usually found on worlds having colonies of Krynnish gnomes. For some bonus lore, Minsc and Boo would be referenced in Mass Effect.
Please send this to an animal shelter for proper disposal, as a warship is not an appropriate...
Oh, that is not okay. You messed with my hamster, guys. Now it's personal.
Alright, sit tight, little guy. Anybody gives you trouble,
Go for the eyes.
Feel the burning stare of my hamster and change your ways.